My name is Dr. Ann Mitsakos Bezzerides. I am the director of the Office of Vocation and Ministry here at Hellenic College Holy Cross. I've been here since 2003 when I was hired to run a $2 million Lilly Endowment grant for the theological exploration of vocation, and that grant started us on an amazing pilgrimage of ministry with youth and young adults. The Crossroads Summer Institute is a 10-day summer program for high school juniors and seniors from across North America, our best and brightest young people who are really interested in exploring more questions about their faith and gain exposure to amazing theologians and one another, to help high school kids who are thinking about what to do with their lives. What should I do? Really take the time to stop and say, who am I and how should I make life decisions based on who I am? And as we say, how God built you as a person to think about how you are best suited to make a difference in the world. We focus Crossroad on young people finding a sense of purpose. And today we know with all the complexities in our world, young people deeply need that sense of purpose to be able to figure out what they should do in this very complex world, how their faith, our beautiful historical Orthodox faith tradition, can inform their lives in a meaningful way for the rest of their life, and be the ethical, amazing servant leaders that our world needs today. Crossroads Chicago came about from a dear friend of the office, Steve Ladazinski, hearing about Crossroad, arrived to our office, met every single one of our team members, heard about what this program was, and he said, have you thought about expanding? Could we bring Crossroad to another city? Would Chicago be the most natural, amazing place to have Crossroad right here among our city? And so through collaboration with the Hellenic Foundation Chicago, they made it a reality. And we are so meticulous about our program planning and organization that I thought, how would we ever do that in a different city? Well, by the grace of God, one of our Crossroad alums had been an assistant director of Crossroad and then moved with her husband back to Chicago to do ministry there. And she said to me, I'll do it, I'll set it up. And so our beloved Anna Callis, together with our current Crossroad director, Kira Limbarakis, were able to tag team and make what would be an extraordinary feat, otherwise near impossible, possible. And by the grace of God, Crossroad Chicago beat all of our wildest expectations, and beyond that, absolutely gives Boston a run for its money. The speakers, the parishes, the hospitality, the dynamism of the city of Chicago is an amazing location for the Crossroads Summer Institute. In 2016, I went back to our amazing friends at Lilly Endowment and I said, Crossroad has just flourished because of your initial seed money for this program. And I was courageous enough to say, now is there another grant we should be applying for? Well, it turned out that we had similar interests in examining and helping young adults in their 20s find a way back to church when often they weren't involved in their parishes. And so Lilly Endowment was funded 12 seminaries to explore this issue, and we got to be in on the ground level of that exploration. Peter Balasaris, executive director of Hellenic Foundation Chicago, heard about this idea and called me and just said, this is what we need. How do we make it happen? From that was born Telos Gamma. And we are so excited for the Hellenic Foundation Chicago's pioneering funding of the expansion of our original Telos project. We care about young adult religious and spiritual lives. What's going on internally? How do they understand their faith? And we care about it in relationship to our parishes. Are our parishes welcoming communities that make a difference in young adult life, where young adults can find community, can find meaning, purpose, and can find a place to deepen their understanding of themselves, of God, and of their neighbors? Our Telos process begins with reaching out to young adults to find their real context, who they are really, what drives them, what are their questions or concerns, what are they struggling with. What makes us so proud and amazed by the Telos work is the ways in which young people who are taught to think in this Telos process that we're teaching them to do, to become leaders to actually move their parishes forward. We saw Telos leaders become the ones who helped their parishes get services online, who began to get online giving just to keep the parish sustained online, who began to structurally think through what are the realities for the parish and how can we as young adults help in this overall process. To be able to invite 32 more young people to experience this amazing program every year has been an extraordinary gift. It gives us tremendous hope to know that we're having a more direct influence on the city of Chicago, the region, the metropolis of Chicago, so that the life of the church will be so much richer going forward, knowing that you are planting the seeds at the stage for these young people when they are making the decision of whether or not their faith is going to be part of their life for the rest of their life. To make space and time and to devote funding right in Chicago. And then to say, and we want to make sure that our parishes have the space and time for these young adults to become leaders in their local communities and to actually re-energize those parishes for Hellenic Foundation to get all that and want to make an investment to make a difference is groundbreaking for Orthodox ministry nationally, and we are so deeply grateful. Without our young people, we have no future. Parishes that are vibrant understand that giving leadership opportunity to our youth and young adults is central to the very mission, the telos, the end goal of the parish. Handing over keys, sort of metaphorical keys of leadership to them and saying, try it. We got your back, we'll mentor you. That is what makes for vibrant church life. Every adult who is super engaged in their parish today that I talked to had at least one and usually a bunch of mentors who gave them leadership opportunities when they were young to make a substantive difference in their church community. I think what's so extraordinary about the Orthodox faith that we have to bring to the world is this trust that the gospel can transform culture. That's what made us love everything Greek, because this vision for humanity had the church make our culture beautiful in some absolutely stunning ways. It made the rest of life life-giving in the way we dance, in the way we bake, in the way we feast, in the way we fast. And so energizing our parishes to think about both blessing and loving and carrying forward the cultures that we brought with us, and saying we still have the potential to do that in the United States today is so deeply important. These students are calling their time with us just a bubble of sanity amidst the rest of their lives, that they need to be theologically anchored, and those theological anchors give them a peace. The fact that giving youth and young adults leadership opportunities in our parishes and then just walking alongside them, cheering them along, being there to catch them when they fall, saying that failure is okay as long as you learn from it and change and adapt, that is where the future lies.